The Parliamentary Registration Department is now preparing for the advanced polls on Thursday, April 30th. And today we're going to find out exactly who is eligible and how voters can apply. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. I'm pleased to be here.
Absolutely. So tell us who you are. Let the Bahamian people know because you're an important man this season, right? Tell us.
I'm Harrison Thompson, the Parliamentary Commissioner.
Okay, so this is busy season for you.
Very busy.
All right.
It's a no sleep season.
It's a no sleep season. You can sleep afterwards, though. I promise you that. So tell us, the advance polls are set to happen. What are the advance polls and why is it important?
The advance poll is a segment of the general election that is held prior to the general election, and it really was established for to accommodate the law enforcement officers and the workers from the Parliamentary Department who were engaged on that day.
Just tell us, who is eligible to vote during the advance polls?
It started out with the law enforcement officers, and which included also the election workers.
Okay.
But since then, it has been expanded to also include those who are 65 plus,
Right.
and the election agents for the candidates. They are also included in the advance poll, or anyone who might, for whatever reason, on election day might be engaged, might be in the hospital, having a baby or something like that. They can apply for the advance poll.
All right. So what is the process for applying then?
Well, in the Bahamas, we have what we call the K form. You could apply online, or you could come into the office and apply. We have forms that, and you fill out the K form, and that is what is required, and then you're ready to go. If you're overseas, because we have polls overseas for our students and government workers who are overseas, they fill out what we call the J form. So it's two different forms that you fill out. If in the Bahamas, you fill out the K form, and overseas, you fill out the J form.
All right. So where do we find these forms from?
You can find them. You can come to the headquarters, and what we're doing now, we have established about 7 satellite stations in New Providence that they can go and pick up these forms from.
Okay.
The post offices, we have the Cable Beach Post Office, Carmichael Post Office, the South Beach Post Office, Elizabeth Estate Post Office. Then we have the community center in Fox Hill and the community center in Nassau Village, and then the headquarters. So those 7 spots you could come and pick up for forms.
Okay, so these are manual forms. So we
manual forms.
We pick them up, we fill the forms out, and then what happens? What do we do after that?
You submit it to us, and then we would see whether you qualify.
Okay.
Because we know that some people would fill out the forms that might not be qualified.
Right.
To vote in the advance poll.
Okay, and this is happening on April 30th, the advance poll, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's only a few days away.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking that's a process. People need to go down there very, very quickly.
Very quickly.
Fill in these forms and drop them back off to you. And then what's the process for hearing back?
Oh, we normally we'll give you a certificate saying that you've been approved for the advance poll.
Okay.
Once everything is in order, you can get that certificate the same day.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So our people are trained to decipher whether you approve or not.
Okay, all right. So I know that when people were registering, some people were registering to vote, there were some of the offices that, I mean, it was either the lines were a bit long, there was some tension because people were a bit frustrated. We're not going to have those issues with this, right?
We hope not. But, you mentioned about the long lines for registration.
Right.
We were open from last July, and most evenings 1 or 2 persons came to register.
Right.
Okay. I had to close down some of the stations in December because nobody's coming out.
Nobody was coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we opened up again. Everybody flocked the station at the last minute.
Right. Well, after this, I think people are going to be flocking as well. Okay. Yes. All right. So once people then come to the advance, well, where is that actually happening? Where do they go to vote once they are approved?
Well, we have established 12 voting stations in New Providence.
Okay.
And in Grand Bahama, we'll have 3 voting stations. Only Grand Bahama and New Providence will have the advance poll. For those in the Family Islands, if you are in New Providence, we'd set up a station at the University of the Bahamas for everyone from the Family Islands to be able to vote in the advance poll.
Okay.
So we'll have stations throughout New Providence, about 12, and so everyone have an opportunity. We don't want to have it all in one area that cause confusion and all of that.
Okay.
So we'll have at least 2 constituencies in each particular area.
Okay. And just remind us again who is eligible to come to the advance polls.
Law enforcement officers, that's the defense force, the police, anyone over 65, anyone of our senior citizens over 65, the election agents for the candidates who are nominating, and the workers from the Parliamentary Registration Department, and anyone who might be, for whatever reason, have to travel on election day
Okay.
or will not be in the jurisdiction, they can apply.
All right.
If you have a medical issue that you have to go to the doctor for, overseas or whatever, you can apply.
You can apply.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess they should just bring their voter's card. Do they bring their passport? What do they need to bring?
You bring your some identification.
Okay.
But if you're traveling for medical reasons or whatever, we need to see something that you're traveling.
Right. Okay. So some evidence.
Some
All
evidence.
right. We're just out of time, but tell us, what do you want the voters to know before they come and vote?
Well, I would say to everybody, make sure that you check your voting credentials, your card, to see that you're in the right polling division and the right constituency. Because if you go to the wrong polling division or wrong constituency, you'll vote on a colored ballot, which might not count unless there's an election court.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure having you on.
It's
Thank
my
you for
pleasure.
all the information that you're sharing and all the work you got to be doing for the next couple months.
Pray for me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Be sure to check out the advance polls. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.